Hello and welcome back to another nail video. Today I'm using Young Nails Cover Pink, Mia Secret Liquid Monomer, and my number 12 Panna Kalinsky brush. And I am so excited. Today I am doing a long set of Stiletto Acrylic nails. And of course I'm doing a Christmas set today. And it turned out so cute and I am so excited for you all to see the results. And I start by placing my first large bead of acrylic kind of in the center where the tip and the natural nail meet. And then I just pat that product in place. And I use my nail brush to guide that product down towards the tip of the nail. And of course, I want to make sure that I keep my side walls in as much as possible. And then I place my next bead directly above the last. Again, I pat that product in place before I feather it down so that it blends well with the previous acrylic. And then I just work my way up. So normally I start at the tip of the nail and work my way towards the cuticle area. And as you see here, I place my next bead directly above the last. But this time I use the tip of my nail brush to push that product back towards the cuticle area before I feather it down and clean up my sidewalls. And I'm very careful to make sure that I don't get any product on my skin or on my cuticle area. And I just repeat these same steps on all my nails as far as my acrylic application. I start kind of in the center where the tip and the natural nail meet. I pat that product in place to work it down towards the tip of the nail. And then I go back and work my way up towards the cuticle area. Now, I'm not doing anything special as far as the acrylic application today. All of it is going to be the Young Nails Cover Pink. I'm not doing any encapsulation or anything like that because I will be doing some beautiful Christmas nail art on these nails. And it came out so cute. I had so much fun completing this set. And I am so excited for you all to see how it came out. And the tips that I'm using today are the BT Art Box False French tips. And I went ahead and found and shaped those tips into stilettos. And I will leave a link in the description box if you're interested in purchasing these nail tips, as well as all of the products that I used in today's video. And I actually learned today or recently, I forget when, I read somewhere that it takes around 10,000 hours to master any new skill. And I definitely think that that is worth mentioning in today's video, just to kind of give new nail techs or beginner nail techs some encouragement. If they are struggling with doing their nails, don't stop, keep going. It takes around 10,000 hours to master any craft. So keep going. If you feel like you're not getting the hang of it, Don't stop, keep trying. You have still tons of hours to practice to really, really perfect your craft. Don't be so hard on yourself. Try to have fun and just trust the process. And these are how the nails turned out after my acrylic application. So next I am using my 80/80 grit nail file to file and shape these nails. And I typically start by shaping the side walls. I want to make sure that I get them as crisp as possible. So I use my file and I go up and down in a 90 degrees angle just to get it as crisp as possible. Of course, I want to file underneath the nail as well, just in case any product made its way underneath the nail. And then I also file across the top of the nail. Now, as you know, if you have been watching my videos, filing and shaping is my least favorite part when it comes to doing nails. It's definitely the most tiring part of nails. You get a workout when you file and shape nails, let me tell you, especially if you use more acrylic than needed. You will find yourself filing and shaping for a long time. You will get hot, you will get sweaty, but the nails will turn out beautiful. Normally, I don't leave the filing and shaping parts in my videos because, again, I'm not that kind of girl. As long as the nails look cute and they look decent, I'm okay with that. I'm not like a stickler on the nails being perfect. So yeah, I decided to leave the filing and shaping in this video. I do hope you enjoy. It has been sped up to save time. Normally this does take me, I would say, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. I think it all depends. But yeah, I just wanted you all to see how I filed these nails first using my 80/80 grit nail file. And then, of course, I will be using my e-file as well. And next, I will be using my favorite e-file, my Melody Susie e-file, and my 5-in-1 nail drill bit to seal around the cuticle area, as well as go across the top of the nail just to remove any lumps or humps that I may have missed with the hand file, just to get these nails as smooth as possible and to try to get the product as flush as I can around the cuticle area and the side walls to really give it that natural look, like the nails are growing right out of my cuticle. So I typically take my time with this part because these are kind of like the finaling touches before I do my nail art. So I definitely take my time to make sure I get that cuticle area nice and flush and I get these nails nice and smooth. And next, I use my fine grit sandy band to kind of do the same thing as before with the 5-in-1 nail drill bit. I go around the cuticle area and the side walls as well as across the top of the nail. And this is just to get that product as smooth as possible. Once more, I never skip this step. I always go over it again with the sanding band. It's just kind of like my checks and balances to just make sure that that acrylic is nice and smooth. It also helps get rid of any scratches that may be left on the nail from using the hand file. So I definitely highly suggest that you are using the sanding band before you buff the nails, just to get the nails as smooth as possible one last time. Now, I don't believe I show me buffing the nails on camera, but I do buff the nails because that is imperative for your gel polish application, as well as to get rid of any scratches left on the nail as well, or any product that may be left underneath the nails. And these are how the nails turned out after they have been file shaped and buffed. So cute. Of course, I am using Madam Glam today, and I absolutely love Madam Glam gel polish. It goes on so rich and creamy, and it's just a high quality product to use. Now I am applying a very thin layer of the Madam Glam base coat to each nail. Again, like I mentioned before, I am doing nail art on these nails. So I want to make sure I have a nice good base coat so that my gel polish application is so much smoother and just easier. And after those nails have cured for 30 seconds, I am using Madam Glam Love Out Loud. And it is this beautiful bright red gel polish. And I will be applying a thin layer of this gel polish to all of my nails except for my ring finger. That will be a different color. So yeah, one thing I've learned about gel polish or any polish in general, whether it's gel polish or a regular polish, you always want to use thin layers, because when you use thicker layers, sometimes the gel polish doesn't cure properly, and also sometimes it will leave your nails looking thick. Like you could tell that the polish is thick, which is not typically a good look. So I definitely suggest that when you are doing your gel polish application, you try to make the layers as thin as possible, which is really easy to do with this Madam Glam gel polish because it is so rich and creamy that the coverage is just amazing. And on my ring finger, I decided to use this Madam Glam. It's not Christmas yet, and I love the name, of course. And this is a beautiful dark green gel polish, and it does have tiny glitter in it, and it's so beautiful, so sparkly. The camera is really not doing it justice. And of course, I went ahead and applied 2 coats of the gel polish to each nails and cured those nails for 30 seconds. So on my first finger, I decided to do the popular peppermint nail art for this finger. So I start by creating this little diagram for myself. I did learn this trick from TikTok, so shout out to the nail tech on TikTok for the demonstration. It was so helpful for me to follow along, so thank you very much. So after I create my demonstration, I just follow the outline. I do apologize, I end up getting a call and I did not know that my phone stopped recording. So I apologize. I didn't get the full footage of me creating this peppermint design, but you do see how it turned out, and I showed you a little bit of the process, but it turned out so cute. Next, on my ring finger, I decided to do this small portrait of Rudolph. Yes, I decided I am challenging myself this year and next because I love doing character nail art, even though I am not that good. I am a work in progress. I love doing it. It's so much fun to me. So I am going to continue to practice and get better. But here I am using this brown color and my nail art brush to create an outline of Rudolph, and I try to make it pretty thin because I am gonna go on top and apply a second layer, just to make sure that the polish comes through. Then I am using my Beetles black gel liner brush to create some eyes for Rudolph. Off camera, I went ahead and outlined his body just so that it comes through a little better. And then I'm curing as I go so that I don't mess up my work. And of course, Rudolph needs his red nose. So I am using my Beetles red gel liner brush to just create a nice nose for Rudolph. I do love these gel liner brushes. They're so easy to use and to work with. So I highly suggest that you step up your gel liner brush game. Yes, add those to the collection. They are very helpful. And I decided to add some contrast to Rudolph's body. So I'm going in with a little lighter brown in the center just to create some depth for him. And next, I am using this beautiful gold glittery gel polish to give Rudolph some nice antlers. Then I used my dotting tool and some white gel polish to give Rudolph some eyes and add a little dot to his nose. And last but not least, I am using Madame Glam No Wipe Top Coat. And I am, of course, applying a very thin layer of this top coat to each nail. And then I'm going to cure these nails for 30 seconds. And these are how the nails turned out. They are so cute. I am so in love. They are beautiful. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next nail video.